Alright guys, so I got another DIY project for you. We're going to be making a quick and dirty anvil. Stick around. So, I cut this piece of rail about 6 months ago. It's kind of been sitting in my garage for a while now. I got a buddy of mine to cut it off of a really long piece, and he used a torch to cut this piece out, and I was like, I don't know, and I ended up cutting out the sides here with a cutting disc. But I want to clean it up a little bit. I'm going to basically just round out the corners here and at the bottom, so I have a little bit of a horn there, and then if we have time after all this is done, we'll just go ahead and try to pound something out. So let's get to it a little bit. So this is just about as smooth out as I want it to be, and it's not perfectly round, but it'll give me rounded corners to where I can bend things over them nice enough, and it'll be a definite improvement over the shovel, the neck of a shovel that I was using before. So we'll get a little bit more work on this, and then we'll clean off all the top here, and then maybe we'll fire up that coffee can forge and see if we can make something. Man, it's minus 18 outside today. Hands are getting a little bit cold grinding away on this thing. It's taking a little longer than I thought. Alright, we got her cleaned up. It's not perfect, but I don't mind. Sorry, we got all that cleaned up now. It's looking decent enough. So now we'll just make some room in that garage and see if we can pound something out on it, just for fun. Alright, while we're waiting for that to heat up, I got this piece of, it really is like a mystery steel. I know it's a carbon steel, I just don't know what the amount is inside of it. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off a section here with my hacksaw, and then we'll possibly make a flint and steel. I have no idea, I've never done this before, we'll see how it turns out. But watching Nathan 4071 pound away on his anvil at home has got me wanting to do the same. So thanks for lighting a fire under my butt there, Nathan. But let's see what we can do. Let's stick her in. Well, I've already figured out a few things. One, I need my door open a lot more than what I had it. Started getting a little woozy. Not so good. Guess I had some too much fumes of carbon monoxide growing in my garage, so I opened up my window and opened up my garage door by almost shoulder height just to get a good draft in here. And second thing I learned is the position of where I grab it. I kept on hitting it and it kept on popping out of my pliers and going flying on me. It almost landed on me a couple times, which would have sucked. Basically got our shape. It's nothing too fancy. This is just a trial run. I don't even know if this steel is going to work or not, but you can see it's not perfectly flat. So I'm going to go ahead and grind this guy down, and then we'll we'll heat it back up again, and we'll drop it in some water or oil, whatever I want to try today. Probably best with oil, but I don't think I have any. Maybe we'll just do water and see what happens. This is all experiment, just for fun. And anyway, so we're gonna grind this down to make it nice and flat, and then we're gonna harden it. Stick around. Well, there you have it, guys. It's not really even. It's not really pretty. And there's a few things I wish I would have done now, looking at it, now that it's done. But it's okay. This is just the learning process, and you never know what you're going to wind up with. But here's the moment of truth. We got ourselves a piece of quartz. We got ourselves a steel. And let's see if she sparks. So, alright guys, there you have it. Luckily enough, we actually had some success. I really had my doubts about this because I didn't know what kind of steel it was. It was a big piece of scrap that we were planning on throwing away at work, and I'm like, hey, this looks like decent steel. Maybe I'll take it and see what I can do with it. I do have some more of it still, so maybe in the future I'll try forging a knife or something. But for the time being, we'll take our baby steps, because really I don't have the proper tools to do that. To make those kind of things. My anvil is okay, worked just fine. It was controllable, but I do need to have a stump to put that on, and a way to attach it to the stump, so I'm not constantly adjusting my clamps and having things falling on me and all that stuff. And I do need a proper pair of pliers. Besides those two things, once I have those two things, I think I'll be in business. My forge worked, but it could be better. It doesn't heat up as good as I want it to, but that really doesn't matter either. I can arrange something in the future. But this is something I've been wanting to try for quite a while. I decided to give it a go, and we had success. So we are on the right track, and in the future, if you guys feel like you want to try something out, don't be scared, just do it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but you learn something. A few things I've learned today is how to hold on to the steel while I'm hitting it. The proper tools I'll need to make things easier for myself while I'm doing it. And sometimes when you're hitting your steel, less is more. If you whack it too much, you can wind up making it crooked or twisted, and then you have to repair all that, and it becomes a real pain. But I mean, all things considered, this ain't the best looking thing in the world, but it's a functional tool and it works. So that's that. I think maybe the next thing I'm going to want to make is possibly some pot hangers to carry in my kit. That might be the next thing on the list. But until then, next time around, we're going to be making one of these guys out of a file, and we'll go from there. It'll be thinner, it'll be easier to hit, and I think we'll be able to get something cooler out of it. So, thanks a lot for watching, guys. You guys get out and explore. I'll see you in the next one. And if you want to try something, just do it, man. Take care. Hey, thanks for watching. Since you made it this far, why don't you go ahead and check out one of my other DIY projects. Or you can go ahead and click subscribe under the blinking hand. Take care.